I had my microphone muted. Ha ha ha. I had my microphone muted. That was all my fault. New stuff, new stuff, new stuff. You should be able to all hear me now. That was my bad. My bad. So we had 1 minute of stupidness. So, um, what we're going to do is we're on a new piece of software here. This is Streamyard. It's called. A lot of other places use it. It allows me to show comments, so I can post things like this, so you guys can see the comments and on screen. So that'll be fun. And also, I'm going to add on later about 8:45 to like 9:15. Some of you guys can come on here and actually appear like on the show. So that'll be a lot of fun. Initially, and probably honestly for quite a while, it's going to be open only to patrons and members. So if you are a patron or a member, you will see a link to join on the Patreon, on the community page. If you're a member, you'll be able to see that post, and also on the Discord that only patrons and members have access to. So you can click that, you can join. I don't know if I'm going to have too many. I'm just put people on like 2 at a time. It's a 30-minute window, but I'm probably going to keep, if I have a lot of people, I'm probably going to cut you off at like, at 5 or 10 minutes. So, and then, put more people on just to let people rotate through. So if you want to come in and do things like, show off a new knife. If you have a very specific question you want to ask, you want to be sure I'm going to answer it. That's a way to do that. Also, if there's something you want to do, you can use a super chat like Zach just did. Thank you. And I will make sure that all the super chats get shown on screen. So if you want to say something that gets shown on screen, unless you're being rude, unless you're being a big silly, I'll put it on the screen. So yeah, that's what that looks like. So it's yeah, I kind of like this so far. It's pretty cool. And how do I get rid? Oh, it's just still showing the super chat. So this is kind of cool new software. So I'm kind of liking this. But hello to everyone. I'm still kind of looking at things. So I'm still trying to figure a lot of this out, and it's behind on my main screen, and I'm trying to be able to see my phone, which is, I'm having to stretch a little bit. I'm sure my back's going to hurt at the end of this. But thank you guys so much for coming out in this new experiment. And thank you very much to Indiana Knives for sponsoring the show. As always, there's a link down below. If you click that link and access the site, only if you access it that way, you get 10% off. Remember that 10% off doesn't kick in until right at the end when you're checking out. So don't worry if it doesn't show it for a second. It kicks in right at the end. But thank you very much to Indiana Knives for sponsoring the show. I very much appreciate it. And yeah, Super Chat is open. If you want to click that, I'll make sure your comment gets on screen and all that good stuff. Now I have to put another comment on to get rid of that one because I screwed up. We'll put that one on and then take it off, and then we'll get back to our normal one. So we have 85 on. We'll do pocket check when we hit 100, as always. So yeah, this is a lot of fun. I like doing these little chat things. It's pretty neat. I think that's pretty cool. It's neat. I don't use that word very much. Puppy Haskins says, anybody get a Pateon Lanny? A lot of people have been asking about that. I did not. I'll tell you that. I did not. I just don't have the patience to chase down limited stuff anymore. Oh my God, I have to open my beer. What am I thinking? I'm so caught up in the new technology. Still on a German kick. I've been doing my my Duolingo, trying to brush up on my German, and I've just been into all things German lately. So I have my Vorsteiner, one of my favorite German beers. Yeah, so don't forget to hit the like button and all that stuff. Thank you. I'm like behind on this, so, or maybe I'm ahead. I don't really know. I'm just going to read the comments off of my phone so I can put stuff on. So, yeah, TPK, it's very good. I like this a lot. It was one of my favorites when I lived over there, and it's still delicious. It's still a very, very good beer. I'm eventually going to need to have a second person on this, I think, controlling it from afar. Left-handed knife reviews. Saw your budget video. Loved it. QSP Paris now coming in D2 standard. I saw that. I saw that somebody posted that in comments. I did not know about that. So that's really cool to know. It would have finished a lot farther up if it was D2. So I love that knife. It's a great knife, and I'm very glad that they're doing that. So very good. Eric says, "What watch are you?" I'm going to say wearing today. Made the mistake getting no watches. It's that I've had this on since I got it earlier this week. It's a Seiko SRP E53. It changes straps almost daily. It's a strap monster, and I change like Barbie doll clothes. So yeah, I love this thing. It's just a good kind of all around sort of everyday thing. Scored a KMP mini tips. Congratulations. You should be excited about that knife nut. That is a damn good knife. Brian Nadeau does amazing work, as does Riyadh that builds them. So, are German labeled beers here in the States actually popular in Germany? Yeah, I mean, Vorsteiner is all over the place. I don't quite understand that, but yeah, I mean, Vorsteiner is all over. Bitburger is all over. They go regional over there, though. It depends on like what region you live in is what beer is available. It's really weird. Everybody thinks that like you go to a bar in Germany and it's just a smorgasbord of beers, and it isn't. It's two or three from whatever distributor owns part of the bar, because most bars are partly owned by beer distributors. So the independents have a bunch, but your average small town bar has two or three beers. So I lived in a Bitburger area, so every state has at least one Hofbrau. Yes. Any tips on sharpening a chisel ground knife? If somebody can help them out with that, I do not have any tips on that. But there we go. So I can change banners here too, make it say stuff. So knives, we'll talk about knives, and then we'll do pocket check. Oh, very, very quick, we'll do pocket check. So I'm probably going to change that in just a moment. And I'll show you guys what I have in my pocket and everything. And then we can talk about what you guys have. As far as German beers, Pauliner goes, probably my favorite. That's not bad either, Naff Sergeant. I keep getting so close to getting Hender, hard to get it right now. Yeah, they always are. That's not really a new thing, unfortunately. Mikey Rast, favorite bruiser to carry at the moment. I don't know if that was a question or you were responding to something, but mine is right now. I'm going to carry this tomorrow. I'm very excited to. I got it. I did the unboxing. I haven't carried it since. I've just been carrying other stuff, but planning on carrying this tomorrow, and I'm really excited about it. This is the full size Benchmade Adamas. Wow, name escaped me for a moment there, but I love crew wear. It's really comfortable. I'm excited to carry this big beast tomorrow. I have the mini coming at some point, but I do not know when. So Zach says, I love the Adamas. Gotta love the Adamas. Yeah, you do. I'm going to try out the mini as well, but I like bigger knives. I kind of suspected I was going to like this better, but I won't know until I get the other one. Keith says, hit the like button now. I command you. Keith has spoken. Since Keith did a nice thing before we get into pocket checks, I'm going to do a nice thing for Keith. So he bugs me about this every damn episode. And I was cleaning up my office today, and I opened up a cigar box that had a bunch of knives I don't carry much in it. And we're going to bring the Dalica out just for a bit. I still think it sucks. Don't misunderstand this as anything other than placating and being nice to Keith. It's still terrible. It is not a knife. It is a knife-shaped object. But I'm going to put it out there just for a minute. And now we can do pocket check. I'm not going to bring up everybody's thing on here. I'm just going to read them off because they come fast and furious. Ant says, is this going to be annoying? I don't know what you're talking about, but don't indulge Keith. I'm doing one time. I'm indulging Keith. UTXCA and ZT707. Cool. Off-grid Viper encased tribal lock. I've always wanted to try one of those tribal locks. Vero Synapse XL, very nice. Ferrum Forge Stinger, I had that in my pocket earlier this week. Keith, the UTX 85. One time I bring out the Dalica and it's not in your pocket. 0562 tie. Alex says nothing. Nothing? I guess we'll let you stay. Benchmate Bailout. Titanium Malibu, very nice. NAF Sergeant, that's a good one. See, Salmon says Shiro Neon NL for Shiro Sunday. I didn't know Shiro Sunday was a thing. I want to get one of those by the end of the year. That's my by end of year knife goal, is to get a Shiro of some kind. Para 3, David Williams, nice. ABW Model 1 V5, Mr. Filedo. Yeah, I can't ever keep track of which model they're on or whatever. The Model 1's a great knife, though. PM2 Maxima and Giant Mouse GMF3, not a bad. I have a PM2 Maxima myself. ProTech CQC7. I gave one of those away once. That was one of my first interactions. Well, no, I got that in a Trade Me Anything, I think, and I gave it away. But ProTech really liked it, and that's kind of how liked that I did it. And then they gave me another ProTech because I gave one away, and they thought it was cool. So it's kind of neat. So I kind of have that's kind of how I got my relationship with ProTech, was the CQC7. Brian Reinhold, the very last Eclipse Bowie. Did you get the very last one? Are the ProTech Rock Eyes still available? I'm not sure. I think maybe some of the Fancy Pants ones still are, but the Dalek is only going to be here for a few minutes. So, Keith, you haven't even said anything about it that I saw. You might have, and I missed it. But whatever you got to say about it, get it off your chest now, because it's going to go back in its hiding spot, never to be seen again for another year. Shiro Sunday can't be a thing. There's only 6 people who own a Shiro to try to get that trending, and nobody will notice. I don't know, Ashken. I think there's more than 6. I know at least a dozen people that have them. Hinder Eclipse Harpoon Spanto wearing a natural textured micarta scale knife. Very, very nice. I love their micarta scales, are really cool. I have one on my Battle Black Fire Tack. Keith is crying. He can't reply. Yeah, he's so proud of his child that he just can't see past the tears. It looks so good on the table. No, it doesn't. It really doesn't. This is my favorite thing about the Dalek, is how sharp it is. It's just so sharp. And I'm not being gentle. Watch. It left a mark. So I say it's not a knife. It is a knife-shaped object, not a knife. Even up here, it's just, even at the non-serrated part. Look, I'm pushing hard enough to leave a mark on my finger, and it doesn't do anything. Puppy Haskins says, Savivi Keen Natter, and he's very excited about it. He's very excited about it. Pull out the stitch. I will in a minute. But, I might pull out the stitch and replace this just to have the biggest record scratch, in the history of Brews and Blades, to go from a Daleka to a Microtech stitch. We're going to do that. No more Daleka. What's the Keen Natter? Everybody's shouting Keen Natter now. I don't want to encourage that type of behavior. That would be silly and childish. Oh, when we get into general silliness later, I have a great story I did on one of those next door groups. I have one of my neighbors so mad at me, and she doesn't understand why. It was glorious. Tribal Lot, I'm gonna have to Google that one. Yeah, they're pretty cool. Oh, you removed the Daleka. Shame on you. It had its day. It had its day. But yeah, if you guys want to click that super chat down below, if you have a specific question you want to be seen on screen, you can do that. Any super chats, I make sure we'll get on. Other stuff is just going to be kind of as I put them up. Going back through, so you finished up a hatchet I was making today, actually. Oh, cool, Mark Cole. I have no capabilities of doing anything like that. He says he's leaving now. No Daleka, no work. Okay. I don't think so. I will dock your pay by 73% this time. I'm taking it seriously if you leave. I don't pay him anything. I just make sure he gets good deals on stuff sometimes. And then he doesn't even do it half the time. So position's open. If anybody wants to work for work for good deals. And thank you very much, Mark Mole, for joining. If you want to get on later, if that's why you joined, check probably the quickest way right now would be to go to the community tab on the main page of my site, and then it'll be on there. So there'll be a link at the top, and you can be in the waiting room. And like I said, at 8:45, I will be letting people in. And yes, I can post new members. I just did. We were doing simultaneous things. Thank you very much, Mick Kime, for the little super sticker. I'm interested to see if it shows the sticker. No, it just says super sticker, but it's a dancing plant of some kind giving a big thumbs up. Yeah, he works for Daleka Dollars. Not even that. Not even that. I think I cost him money working for me because I let him get access to the same stuff I have access to. I don't know if he's spent any money, but I give him the opportunity to spend money. And waiting for a super chat to pop up there. There you go. Can you impress my wife by giving me a shout out? Thank you very much for the donation, Blade Edge. Your husband paid some of your hard-earned dollars to make me say this, and he thought it would impress you. I'm guessing that it won't, but you're welcome. I'm not good at that. I'm not good at shout outs. Hey, Peter, how's it going? Good to see you. No, Keith, thank you for the super chat. You don't need to do that, obviously, and you didn't get fired. I was running with a joke. I could never let you go. I could never let you go. It would be, I would be heartbroken. I'd be lost without you, Keith. Now, get back to work. Roasted hard. That's the only way I know how to do the shout out things. So that's why I don't have one of those. What is the Cameo? I should get a Cameo account. A Cameo account would be a lot of fun. I would have way too much fun with that, where people pay you money to do birthday shout outs and stuff. Matt Elness, you just heckled your audience. Yeah, it's kind of my modus operandi. I'm a bit hostile sometimes. TPK says, I too will be lost without Keith. Keith, he 2 times me, and I'm fine with it, but he does this on a lot of other people's chats. Keith is a pillar of the knife community. I have no shame. If people want me to get a Cameo, I'll get a Cameo. I wouldn't get an OnlyFans because people expect, more. But I'd do a Cameo account. Why did, what's really funny, Mikey, I'm going to show your comment on here, and then I'm also going to, well, why is it not? Stupid mouse. Well, it's not letting me do that now. But I want you to do Cameo ripping somebody. I will try and do that. Somebody asked a question. I'm trying to find it on here. So, Brian, yes, I have one on the way. It probably won't be here till late this week, early next week. But I did manage to get one. And my computer is froze, so now I'm trying to do this all from my phone for a moment. So I apologize if I missed stuff. There we go. I'm all caught up now. But yeah, I do have the D2 Pilar coming, so you will see that shortly. And now I'm trying to find that super chat to put it up here. There we go. Wanted a good laugh. Got it. Thank you, Slicey. You're very welcome. TPK, you and Papa should do a joint account called Only Hands. I can't compete with his hands. Nick has small hands, but they're pretty. I don't know if you guys look closely at my hands. You know how much moisturizer it takes to make me look this much like Emperor Palpatine? Like, I have to moisturize my hands to make them this bad. I have the oldest man hands in the history of mankind. It's just terrible. Nate says, I haven't really been into autos, but I really want that Rockeye. Yeah, it's a really, really good one. The horror, the horror. I have horrible hands, and it runs in my family. Like I've got them, my kids have got them. Like my son is 22, and his hands look like he's 45. Hogue Ritter versus Hogue K320. I don't know what a Hogue K320 is, so can't answer that. Mikey, I'm not going to put that on the thing, but we know what the moisturizer is really for. No, it isn't. I was going to say something really vulgar, but I'm not going to. Alex says, mine are the same and I'm 24. I feel better about that than. Therapy says, I'm 49 with 100-year-old hands. I understand. So, yeah, out of curiosity, are you guys Irish? Because it's my Irish side of the family that it came from. I always wonder about that. And hey, Stasa, how's it going? Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. And Freedom Man says, man, I thought of an awesome battle to the death last week, and now I can't remember what it was. Welcome to every day of my life. That's how things go with me as well. I love the way TPK just explained her logo. It's very funny. It's your Scottish side descended from bog people. Yeah, but it's not the Scottish. My dad didn't have it. He's the Scottish guy. And yeah, but it's all like my mother and her parents, and yeah, used to work for a living. A lot of mine is honestly mountain biking and riding bicycles without gloves on, and it's sun. A lot of it's sun damage from years ago. And, I'm gonna put that one up. Arctic Truck 502 says, Slicey, my brother is in the Air Force, as was I, and he's looking for a fixed blade with a reverse Tanto blade. Any suggestions? I do not know anything about fixed blades, but hopefully someone here can help you with that. Puppy Haskins says, I have great hands. Well, congratulations. We're all very, very proud of you. We're all very proud of you. So this was a support group about people who have bad hands. It's like being in an AA meeting and you just walk in and be like, I can have a couple beers a day and it's all fine and I have no problems whatsoever with it. And then walking out. That's what you just did, Puppy Haskins. You hand shamed those of us with bad hands. Or pieces. Nick, the Ray McKigney of the knife world. I don't get that reference, but I'm betting it's funny, and that's why I put it up. Is that like a hand model guy or a hand model in a comedy sketch or something? Oh, Puppy Haskins, aren't you're the 13-year-old? What? Yeah, shut up. Your hands will go bad now. Now that you said that, you've cursed yourself. I'm gonna put an Irish pikey curse on your hands. I don't know if I'm supposed to say pikey. I know that it's insulting, and I know that I come from pikeys, but I don't know if that is that like is that like a real racial slur, or is it just something insulting? Oh, and it's the hand model from Seinfeld. Okay, cool. That is a good reference. Then, good job. I don't know how bad pikey is. Is Jock's Knives on here? He's a Brit. I don't think it's that bad. I think it's okay to say, but. Blade says Combat Trudon works so well for hard use. In case anyone was wondering, I have one. I have a Hellhound. I admit I haven't hard used it. I would say, but it's nice. It's nice to know. The only thing I don't like about hard use on OTFs is getting stuff in them. I have a clip says you just told a child to shut up for he's 13. He's heard it by now. I'm not telling him anything he hasn't heard before. I would like a ruling on the pikey thing, though, if somebody knows that. I'm going to have to look it up on the internet now. Okay, now I know you can't say that, Bennett, so I'm not putting that up. But vitamin C is Spanish for vitamin, yes. Jake Klebedev, Harsey versus Hinder. I believe I did that video. I believe I did. Maybe I didn't. I don't. I like them both. It would be a really, really hard video to do. So, I hate Pikeys. Yeah, it's from Snatch, but I don't know how bad it is because it's Guy Ritchie movie, so I don't know how racially offensive it is to say Pikey. Although it's not a race, it's just um, it means like Irish, like gypsies. So you know, go look on the internet to see if something is offensive. You know, like Urban Dictionary and stuff is good for that to let you know. So yeah, there are resources on the internet to tell you if you're being terrible. XM24 and Harsey. That's kind of the hard part, Puppy Haskins, is which I have my Harsey right here. I thought I did anyway. Oh, there it is. It's like which Hinder do you compare it against? Because it's a little bigger than an XM18. It's not quite as big as an XM24. I was actually going to put it against the Umnumzam, but then I got rid of it. So maybe I didn't do that video. I thought I did. Is that a chip in the blade? Nope, that's just schmutz. That's just Brian not cleaning stuff. I gotta go find that comment because I saw it on here. So, full size Adamas versus 80/20. Is there a $200 difference? I'm going to do that battle to the death. Absolutely. That's another part of the reason why I got the big one instead of the mini, because I couldn't think of battle to the death for the mini. I can definitely think of them with this. So, yeah. Should do the Zon versus the Nkosi. I don't have a Zon anymore, so I cannot, sadly. It would obviously be the Nkosi because I still have the Nkosi and I didn't keep the Zon. So it's pretty obvious which one I would have chosen. Yes, Scott Nelson, the Traveler community. Travelers is probably the nicer way to say it, but Pikey's a fun word to say. It's not for me, it's for my Parawinkle. Bennett Walcott says thoughts on the current hype around the Vero stuff. And they're really freaking nice, but yeah, I don't know. They're going to be a lot more available. I've talked to the guy, and yeah, right now there's a lot of hype because they're hard to get. But give it 6 months, and they're going to be a lot more available. And I think it's probably going to fall apart. That's a good question. What knife manufacturer or company would you consider to be the Rolex of folding knives? Well, I really don't like Rolex for a lot of reasons. I think they're overpriced and ridiculous. And they're horrible to their customers, the way that you have to like buy other stuff to get to be given the privilege to buy one. Man, I don't know. Because most knife companies, the expensive ones, are actually pretty good to their customers. So I don't think there's any knife company I dislike as much as Rolex. So I'm going to bow out on that one. I know what autocorrect is fun. Omega is the Hinder error. Yeah, that's pretty good. I like Omega a lot. CRK is Rolex, a high-end brand everyone knows about that has coasted on its name and heritage. You know, that's harsh, Bennett, but man, I can't argue with it. Yeah, I guess maybe that they're the closest to Rolex, but I like a lot of the people there. So Medford Rolex. No, I'd say Medford is more the Hublot. Exactly. It's harsh but fair. Good job, Bennett. Bennett is a almost neighbor of mine. I'm actually going to see him this week and drop some knives off to him. Tiarma is hard to top, but they're not Rolexy. I mean, they're hard to get, but they make really good stuff, and it's all very reasonably priced. You just can't get it. So, yeah, Rolex is like, oh, this watch is $20,000 for a steel watch, and oh, by the way, you have to spend another $40,000 at your AD before we'll give you the privilege of buying one. It's like what Ferrari does. You can't just go in and buy the newest cool Ferrari. You have to buy a couple more first before they'll give you the cool one. It's ridiculous. Matt Ellis, according to everything I've heard, Rolex does have very good customer service. It's just getting your foot in the door and being allowed to buy one is a pain in the butt. I'm never going to own a Rolex, so I'll never know. Civivi is the Casio. That is very accurate. I love my Casios. I just made a separate watch case for them today too. Shiro Miele. No, I'd say Shiro's more like Philippe Patek is what I would call them. Custom Emerson's Rolex. Nah, because they're just kind of, they're not that like beefy. What is Mark Spencer says, "You'll Brian been to Oregon in the house?" I've never been to Oregon, but I know how to pronounce it correctly anyway. But I would like to go there. I'm expecting new Adamas in the mail tomorrow. You're gonna love it. I mean, I have not carried this yet. I did that video that you saw, and it's been sitting on my table. I'm definitely gonna carry it tomorrow, but it's like that out of the box. Not bad at all. Vero is the moving watch. No, I wouldn't say that at all. Vero knives are really well done. They're really well designed. It's just right now they're hard to get, but he's a new company getting going. But he's being smart about it. I will say this about Vero, absolutely for sure, is that he is reinvesting into buying more knives because every launch is bigger and they're coming boom, 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 boom. You notice there's not like a launch of a new bunch of Veros and then 6 months before another one. Yeah. So I'm not going to complain at all about the way that Vero is doing stuff. I think they're doing a good job. Matt Elness, Seiko is Spyderco. I definitely agree with that, but pointless limited editions that are hard to get. I don't necessarily. Well, yeah. Damn it. Yeah, I love both of those companies. I love Seiko, and it's probably one of my favorite brands in the world. But yeah, damn it. Why do you have to make good points that upset me on my own live stream? That's not fair. That's just not fair. Yeah, we'll get off watches now. Somebody asked to compare watch brands to knife brands, and I thought it was an interesting topic. So if you guys want to get in you guys who have access, who are members or patrons, the link again to join the Streamyard, if you guys want to come on in about 10 minutes, is in the community tab on the Discord or on the Patreon. So, yeah. Chris Jaskulski, can't wrap my head around a $400 Best Tech. You're talking about Vero, but they're not. They're made by Best Tech, but Best Tech builds stuff to a price. So just because Best Tech builds their brand to a certain level does not mean that they are incapable of doing better than that. Does that make any sense? The Veros are nicer than Best Techs. Even though they're made by Best Tech, a company is paying them X amount of money per knife, so they're building it to that level. That was pretty concise. I'm quite happy. This is a Sencut Scepter, one of you guys was asking about, Dennis. Dennis Vipers. I don't know if you... Zach, I swear a bunch of clones, you're everywhere. You're right. Zach is omnipresent. The Omni Zach. Crickets, why don't you own any Shiros? I don't know. I should have bought one longer. I've never bought a knife that expensive in that $800 range. The closest I got was my Hellhound, and that was six something. So I've just never gotten in that price range, but that is my goal by the end of the year. I'm gonna let some stuff go. I've already let go a lot of stuff this year. I sold 2 Hinders. I'm down to 6 now. Hopefully next month I'll have 7 again, but it is a very nice little knife, that Sencut Scepter. It is definitely the leader in the clubhouse for a budget knife of the year. I will say that. Does Kaiser do better with MBK stuff on their own than on their own? In my experience, yes. I've never had one long enough to review. I've had 3 MBKs. One was awful. and that's why I didn't review it. I sent it back because I just was like, nope, this is not right. And they said they were going to make changes. I'm like, well, then I can't review it. So I sent it back. But the other two I've handled were very nice. So, and thank you very much for the super chat, Knees Knives. I'm on the Streamyard now too. Don't you use that on yours? Which one? I kind of want a neon, so it's good to know that they are $500. One of these days I'll get one. So thank you, Chris Jaskolski. I appreciate it. I just joined to watch A&V acting on Verna knife. You know what? I can bring out an acting on Verba. I have one here nearby. Where is it? I know I have it somewhere in my vicinity, or I did. There it is. No, hold on. One moment. This is tomorrow's review, actually. This is which is really hard to thumb flick with this thing, which I'm just going to two-hand it. We'll talk more about that when I do the review. Other than that, it's a great knife, but it's really hard to one-hand open with my particular thumbs. So, but yeah, this is the Z200. It's pretty darn cool. That is the review that goes up tomorrow night at 8 p.m. And thank you guys so much for watching the and responding so favorably to my "There Can Be Only One Budget Knife" video. I appreciated that. It's been the view counts has been really, really weird here. So, but that one did really well, and I'm happy about that. So, those videos are really hard to make. They're really easy to make. They're really hard to make the decisions about. So, who popping on the 20 CV Capara? I will be BD if some stuff sells. I'm definitely planning on it, but I have to get some stuff sold before I can get it. So hopefully stuff sells before when did they drop? The 20th? But it was cool. And thank you, Bennett. Yeah, the Microtech video was hard to make too. I'm just doing a lot of really hard to make, like hard mentally. They're not hard at all to like produce. They're super easy, but I've not watched that video yet. No spoilers. Okay, it's there can be only one budget knife, Keith, and the spoiler is it is not the It's not the Delican. Acting on Verba is the motto of the Army Engineer Battalion I was in. Yeah, it's actions, not words. Isn't that what it means? I really like this, and you can. It's a European knife, so they don't care as much about the one-hand open thing because you're not allowed lots of places. But you can flick it. I can do it if you get. There you go. You got to get that little nubbin that glows in the dark, which is pretty neat. What? Not the Delica? The Delica didn't even make the list. I thought about putting it as a joke, but I didn't. I would have had to have looked for it, and I just didn't think it was worth the effort. Oh, now Keith isn't even going to watch it out of protest. I guess I understand that. So we're going to change this to banner here. And so, yeah, if you have access to the Patreon, I see there's 3 of you already waiting, the Patreon, the Discord, or the community tab, and you're a member, because I make some posts visible only to members. There's a link. You can go on StreamYard, be ready to go. Make sure you have headphones on. Otherwise, we're going to get echo, and it's going to be terrible. And this is hopefully I can hear you through my headphones. I did some tests with some of you guys. I put it on the Discord the other night, and you guys helped me out, and I appreciate it. But Sog Seal XR, I have not had one yet. I would like to, but Bennett Wilcox should have been between 12 open L's. It almost was. It was at 4. It was a third Civivis, but well, there was 12 knives. It was 3 Civivis and a Sencut, so kind of 4 Civivis, but that's just the way the budget world is, though. I know some anti-Civivi fans weren't going to like that, but yeah, if you're looking for a budget knife under $50 and you pick amongst 12, there's going to be a lot of Civivis on that list. That's just the way it is. John Mackey is the Discord of Patreon thing. Patreon or the join button down below. So if you click join, or you are on the Patreon. As soon as this is over with, I post a new invite link every week to the Discord, because those links only last a week. So then you can join the Discord, and then you're in there forever. Rennie, I've found out I'm not the only one that has trouble with Discord interface. Even 20-somethings have problem. I admit, I am 40. I am 46. I'm 26 years old, almost 25. I'll be 26 at the end of the month. I had to have my son show me how to use it. So, thank you very much, Big Ben. I appreciate that. He is a member now, so I do appreciate that a whole lot. There's a button down below that says join. Saw the Jedi Ultra Tech with the blue blade last week for the first time as a good souvenir or a weird knife. I mean, the blue blade's going to scratch up, but I mean, I have a bounty hunter. I like the funky microtechs. I think they're cool. Your Civivi Odium might be my favorite knife. Granted, it's the only Civivi I own. Or favorite Civivi might be the only Civivi I own, but I think it would be my favorite. Yeah, it's a little small for me, but I did like it a lot. Yeah, that is a good question. Mostly folders. I'd like to get the Kapar, but everyone says the carbon fiber is nice, and the 20 CV one is G10. Yeah, but it's still. I bet it's still gonna be really nice. It looks like polished G10. So I'm gonna try to get one, but I'm not gonna try hard. So the odds are I probably won't. But it is a dealer exclusive. It's not a sprint run, so theoretically it will be available again. And I think it's GP Knives, which usually restocks their dealer exclusives. So, and FG Blades, thank you very much for the donation. Hey Slicey, what's your go-to travel knife? It would be, I'll bring it out right here, and then I'm going to bring some people in here. I mostly, that's the wrong one. Right brand, wrong knife. There we are. I mostly travel to Europe when I travel, so I like to have a non-locking knife. So it is the TRM Atlas is the one that I travel with the most, because I never have to worry about the legality of it. And it's a great knife, and it's really, really cool. So many Civivis, all good. Yeah, I could have done what there can be only one Civivi, but it would just be the backlash. It would just be the backlash. So there's no real point in that. So, all right, I'm going to bring a couple of you on here. We have 5 waiting. Make sure you have headphones on. And I'm going to bring a couple of you on here and we can chat. I won't be able to pay as much attention, so I'm going to do by order they were on here. So we're going to bring on Bennett and our moderator, Keith. So how's it going, guys?
Hey.
There we are. There's Bennett's ceiling. I don't know if he knows he's on yet. Live television, everybody. We're doing it live. I think I used to have that same cat tower.
Yeah. Cat's back there.
Cats are awesome. I have 2. One of them is usually bothering me during this, but he's not tonight. What did you have today? Oh, what Microtech is that? Ultratech?
From Jack Farm Boy.
Oh, cool.
It's got the blue hardware.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Did you buy that?
I did.
I saw that. I saw a picture of you had that on Instagram. I'm like, wasn't that somebody selling that a while ago?
Yeah.
I thought you were selling it and decided not to sell it. Ultratech's just a great freaking knife.
Yes, it is.
I got mine, honestly. I've said it before in other videos, but I got it for honestly just for size comparisons, and now I really like it. So yeah, I'm gonna bring on somebody else since we're just looking at Bennett's ceiling. So so hopefully you guys are ready. Ethan Rowan's EDC was the next one in line, so we're gonna add him on here.
What's up, guys?
Oh, yep, there we go. You should be on now. I'm a little behind on my main screen, so there we go.
Hello.
So Ethan Ruins EDC, nice to have you on here. There's got to be a way that I can display your names on here, but I guess I don't see other people doing it either. So
Huh. I know there's a way, but I don't know how you do it. 'Cause I know
Yeah.
on Lefty CDCs and DTOM EDC, they do it with the names somehow.
yeah, I'd love to bring on TPK. She's not a member though, so she doesn't have access to the link. And I know that she doesn't like to show her face, which is probably a pretty good idea. Alex Littner, are we pocket checking yet? That was quite a while ago. We do that as soon as we hit 100. So. But that is. Are you pimping your Instagram tag by writing
Yes.
it on a paper plate?
You can't display it, I will.
That is the most redneck thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
Well, you got to do what you got to do.
Go check me out on the grams. I wrote it here on this plate. And then you got the Spy 27 lightweight, I see.
Yes.
I really want to get one of those, Ethan, but I already have two
And
Nano
here
lightweights, and I think it would be excessive.
Here.
I can send you it for you to review it if you want.
Is your wife wondering what the hell you're doing, Keith?
He wondered exactly what in the hell is going on in here.
Yeah.
You never talk to your computer. What's wrong with you?
Computer.
She thought I was talking to myself.
That was that Star Trek Voyage Home where Scotty's just yelling at an Apple IIe.
Yes.
Computer. I joined tonight by out and about with a wifey Bryce. Well, we'll see you around here on one of these. So, 2 Daleka appearances, 1 show. Gonna have to leave. Tom, can she see, Keith? People don't like the Daleka.
Come on, everybody loves the Daleka.
No, they don't.
They do.
They don't. They really don't.
They really do want. Look at this.
They really don't.
Custom pocket clip. Look at that.
It's
Thing is awesome.
It's disgusting. Mark Moley probably asking Ethan about how do you like the Spy 27. I like it. I don't have one at the moment. I need to get another one. I'm gonna get the Native 5 in Spy 27.
I kind of want to try out the Pale 3 in Spy 27.
I had that and can't honestly say why I got rid of it. I don't really know. But I got the Maxima regular Para 3 and I didn't feel the need to have the lightweight and the regular.
It's really nice. The sharpen's really good. I put 2 chips in it by accident and the resharpening profile on it and then took it out. No problem.
Yeah. I like the
Ooh, am I allowed to show
GB2 is excellent.
Am I allowed to show the brew for tonight?
Your mouth is way behind your words, or your words are way ahead of
Sorry.
Oh, that's cool. You're a cider man.
I am a cider man.
Cider man. Cider man.
Yeah.
Too young to drink.
You're too young to drink?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're just going in the military. So, yeah, I guess that would make sense.
I'm too young to drink.
No, you're not.
Oh.
But yeah, this is my 3 favorite knives in my
Keith,
collection.
you're too old to drink as much as you do.
Probably. Be going to bed soon.
See, I don't go to bed till like 2 in the morning.
No. I got to get up too early for that.
I just don't sleep. So that's why I go to bed at 2 and I'm still up at 6. I just don't sleep.
Custom bit driver.
Did you get a fancy pants one? Oh, I have one of those. I just used that the other day, actually. That's like my, you sent me one of those, and it's like my backup to my backup bit driver.
Keep one in the truck.
So sometimes when I have to do, if it's a spinning pivot or something, I have to use 2, I use that one a lot. Renee says, my fridge is stocked with Capri Sun. What Spyderco was that in the middle? Air guns, that is a Spy 27 Manix 2 lightweight. Mike, I went to bed at 4. I've got to go to bed earlier tonight, though. Well, that's not tonight. You went to bed this morning at 4. I think anything past 3 is you went to bed this morning.
I guess I should have brought the other Dalikas in here so I could have showed the other ones with my mods.
No, we're all right. I think we're good. Hey, 7 Ready. What's this mess? It is, speaking of people up really late, 7 Ready is he's in foreign land. He's still on here. He's over in Europe, and he's still hanging out. Jeremy Russell, I wish Spyderco would release the Spy 27 and G10 model. Hey, Efron. I think they are, Jeremy. I think. Oh no, they're not. Now they said that they're going to see, because that was the plan I was told at Blade Show in 2019. It's like that was going to become their main steel instead of S30V. But now I hear it's S35V, and they're slowly transitioning stuff over to. So I guess PM2s and Para 3s are going to be S35. That's what I heard. I don't know if that's true or not. That's why I haven't said it on a video except for this. Is everybody is clicking? This is great TV, everybody. This is just great. I just want everyone to applaud my restraint for not out-clicking all of you. Because I have a Combat Trudon sitting here. What fresh hell is that, Bennett?
That's a beauty right there.
What is that?
This one?
Yeah.
I don't know. A cheap generic Chinese.
I was gonna say, it looks like the Daleka of OTFs.
It's got a glass breaker on it. That's all you need.
Yeah. The Spyderco website, S45. Okay, yeah, you're right. You're right, Tom. I misspoke. Yeah. So they're slowly going to S45, which that's good. They've needed to upgrade that steel, for the last 4 years. But click, click, click. We'll have to change this to brews and click clicks.
I guess. Jeez.
Snappy, snappy. So I'm going to bring a couple of different people on now. So I'm going to throw you guys to the wind like so much chaff. But I appreciate you both, and thank you for being the first 2 guests on here.
Woo.
No problem, Ryan. Have a nice night.
See ya.
Have a good one, everyone.
And who do we have up next? We have Matt, just Matt, and Blade Edge. So again, my screen is a bit behind.
What's up?
Hey, how's it going?
Good. How are you, man?
Not too bad.
Me on here.
How did I make a mistake?
Because I'm the weirdest person you'll ever meet, man.
I don't know. I'm a comedian. I don't think so. You've never had to try to entertain a bachelorette party at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, I got that same one.
What's that happen? Oh yeah, except I got the little California one.
Oh yeah, it's Ultra Tech.
Yeah,
I had the California one I got in a trade, and I let it go. But I have a regular UTX 70, and I love it. I really was not expecting to like that, and it is super cool. It's a great little 5th pocket knife. I need to get the tool to take the pocket clip off. It's completely unnecessary on that knife.
Man, I'm telling you, I dropped this Combat Troodon when I first got it, so I've been using it hard. It's like the day I got it still.
Sharpen Blade says, bring back the ceiling. There's a lot of microtechs on this tonight.
yeah. I mean, they're great knives.
I think Guy in Hat is muted. It's not Blade Edge. I think you're muted. I'm not hearing you.
It doesn't look like it on my side.
I can hear them fine.
Oh, weird. I'm hearing Matt.
I hear both of you.
Weird. Huh. I don't know why it's not playing it on my end.
Maybe it knows we're gonna do this the whole time again.
Oh, there we go. Now I think I got you. It's just really off. It's just really like delayed.
Is it better that I have a headphone in or no?
It's as long as it's not echoing, it's fine. But usually you have to have a headphone on.
Yeah, I have one in.
You know what I think it is? I think I'm just a moron and your voices sound similar. So that is entirely possible. That's a nice CRK. I have this. I have an Incosi with the old school inlays on it.
Yeah, I got the red. My Cardiff knives shipped free. Oh,
You got the operator rock eye. That's a good one.
And it came with such a bad grind on it though, like it couldn't cut anything. I had to reprofile the whole entire edge.
Mm-hmm. Mine came fine, but again, they know who it's going to, so
Right.
I had to buy it, but they know who it's going to, so as Shabazz say, this may be the best quality control example in the country. That's the worst Nick Shabazz impression in the history of mankind, by the way.
I don't know. I thought you were him for a second. Not gonna lie.
I've worked on it. I can't do it. I've tried. I've really tried.
I mean, I think you're the same person, and you're just using your actual voice on this channel.
No, no, we're definitely not the same person. Several people have seen us together.
What about the Tonto SOCOM? Tonto?
Mm.
Oh yeah, I have a Tonto SOCOM. The manual, I love it.
Yeah, I want a manual so bad. I haven't found it yet.
Yeah, it took me 14 months to find mine, dude. Like
I saw that video. I remember that.
Yeah, and it was no joke. That wasn't like, I mean, I wasn't looking every single day, but I was looking every couple weeks. Definitely. It just took a long time.
I got about 4 months to go then.
Yeah. Oh, Knife Eclectic. I glanced at your comment here, and I did not read that as reverse flick.
Hey, okay, hold on. Let me try again. There we go. I got it. He called me out because he noticed I messed up on the reverse flick. I can do on the Sabenza way better. So I got the double studs on this one.
I've got the Tanto in Cosi with those inlays, but mine are natural micarta.
You know, this was my ground knife for like 6 years, man. And when I finally got it, I was so excited. And I didn't want the Insingo originally, but I think it's actually pretty sweet.
The Insingo is great. I have that on my Mini in Cosi. Like, I don't have any Sabenzas. I'm just not a Sabenza guy. I like the Incosi a lot better. And yes, the Tanto SOCOM is the best SOCOM. I agree with that. I'm just we're yakking about it. Bring it out. Well, where did I put it?
I'm just rotating my whole knife collection now.
There we go.
Oh, you want to see something crazy?
Yeah, there it is.
And the Yojimbo never really like floated my boat. Like, I'm sure it's cool for the purpose, but I like the Canis a lot better. If I'm gonna get
like jealousy level of your SOCOM just hit the roof.
No, the ergos on the Yojimbo are actually kind of disappointing. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I got big hands, but even that.
What about my first anodizing job? I don't know if you can see it.
No, I can't really. I just thought it was different. No. I thought they were G10 scales. Oh, that looks cool. Oh, I see you guys. Your voices sound the same. I don't know which one of you is talking.
Oh, that might be better.
Anything, I'm not gonna lie.
It's hard. I can't see the other side of my phone.
Yeah, it looks good. So, we're gonna go with this for just a few more minutes. We don't have a whole lot of people in the guest thing, so we're just gonna go for a few more minutes, and then a couple more minutes. I'm gonna bring on 2 more people, and then we're gonna wrap it all up here. Bennett has discovered how to not show his ceiling, and
you can transfer me out if you want.
All right, I'm just going to transfer both of you, and then I'm going to wrap it up here in a minute. So,
Thanks, Slicey.
yeah, no problem, man. Thanks for coming out. Appreciate it. Nope, another person old school pimping their Instagram, I assume. That is allowed. Well, pimp your Instagram is encouraged. You may do so. Oh, I got to kick you guys off first. This is why I need a producer, I think. Oh, he left the stream on his very own, so. I'm going to put on NAF Sergeant and Bennett.
Hello.
Hello, hello. I have never seen your face before, NAF Sergeant, so.
Recently started doing videos, starting to make some reviews, so
You're a little quiet.
try something different.
Oh, I see Bennett's face. He lives down the road, so. There you go. Yeah, I know that was Bennett. We'll just go and see how it goes.
So I got some new acquisitions this week. I got these scales for the Neutron.
Yeah, you sent me pictures of those. Those are cool.
I didn't know if it was the wood ones. Then these were ones that were the DBS micarta that everybody likes, but I didn't think they were blue enough, so I dyed them more blue.
Mm.
And clip point Barlow from Pateon, as you know, I'm a fan. And this I've had, but gotta show off my tribute fancy one.
That is very, very pretty. I will take a look at that when I see you this week. So, the Chair Force is here. Is that an Air Force reference? Because it's 100% accurate. I did mostly just spend time. People are calling for your ceiling again, Bennett. They liked the ceiling.
Somebody got to sit in those chairs.
Sherman Blaze says we need to see your floor now to get the whole experience. Oh.
Back on my monitor, maybe.
Since this has descended into nonsense, I have to tell a story I'm very proud of that I did the last couple of days. This, hopefully, there's 80 of you on here still. Hopefully, somebody gets this reference. But you guys know what Nextdoor is?
I'm on it.
Yeah. It's mostly like middle-aged ladies yelling about nothing. And this woman started out the thread by saying, "What kind of shrub is this?" and showed a picture of this like dead shrub. And everybody's like, "It's too old for us to know what it is." And then she says, "Yeah, I don't either. Someone threw it over the back of my fence." I would have led with, "Who threw this shrub over my fence?" But she wanted to know what kind it was. And I replied, "You must bring us a shrubbery." And then somebody else said, "What kind of world do we live in where you can just shout knee at an old lady?" And she didn't get the reference. So she kept saying, "I'm not an old lady." And now everyone is just shouting knee at her in the comments. And she doesn't know why.
I feel like I'll have to look this up.
Knee. It's in the Highland one. She deleted a lot of the knees, but people were just shouting knee at her. It was so funny. Yeah, it's in the Highland Park one.
I get stuff from all over the city in my feed, I know.
Yeah, it is the Karens of the world, somebody said on Instagram. It's usually someone saying, "I saw a brown person walk by my house." Is the most common theme of stuff, but
I mean, it basically just seems like a non-anonymous version of Craigslist. Is like the same kinds of things I used to see posted on there about rants and ravings, and people asking like, "Hey, I found this piece of junk in my garage. Anybody want to pay me $50 for it?"
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
What was that Rockstead you showed, Nav Sergeant? I want to see that. I'm on a big delay.
What's up?
I don't know if you heard me.
Oh, the Rockstead Ryo.
Yeah. That is very
I
pretty.
don't know if my audio is still messed up or not, but
No, I got you now. It's just
okay.
I can see you better looking on my phone than on there. See you later, Ethan. Mark Roll says, I love messing with people on our neighborhoods next door. It is what next door is for.
Yeah, I noticed my audio is a little wonky actually when I use my headphones.
Yeah, it sounds better that way. Yeah, next door is I just like going on there and trolling people, and occasionally I need something done around my house, and it's a good place to find people to do it, and that's the only reason why I stay on it.
I stayed on it mainly to keep an eye out for lost dogs and inevitably post one when mine gets out. So
yeah, that's true. There was one on there the other day. They were really upset that the horse cops were out because they poop in the street. What was that one? Is that a Resenti?
Venti Nirvana. Yep.
Yeah. Hey, look, I know things.
oh, I know what I got to do.
I know things.
And the other one.
Gotta see if I can't kill myself here.
Oh, where is it? Here we go. Obligatory, the best knife that I own right here.
Yeah. I had a CKF Satori. Oh my God, Keith! Don't placate Keith. Don't feed the monkeys.
Yeah.
He's already insufferable enough. Did he send you that?
Yeah.
See, he's polluting the world with his delicateness.
I was gonna try to sharpen it and actually do an edge retention test with it. I thought it'd be kind of funny, but
yeah, I think what his long-term plan is he's building that new garage you see on Instagram. There's like the mother of all fallout shelters underneath it, and when the world cracks in half, he's not going to let us in unless we show him our Dalicas. I think that's what's going on. They're like a key card to his
well, I guess I'm
his
good to
basement
go then.
cult. Yeah, it's his long-term plan. Playing the long game.
What else we got here?
This is dark versus light. What is Slicey? Father Time? I don't quite know that. I'm not that old. He says, I'm going to use the world. See, I told, rule the world. I told you not to feed by showing him a Dalek, and now I made him think he's God. Now that I do not know what that is.
This is a Freeman custom, David Freeman.
Oh, I've heard of those.
Damascus, titanium, all zirconium clip hardware. Pretty sweet.
Daleka's gate. There'll just be a keyhole that only a Daleka blade fits in.
I feel like it would be.
That's gorgeous. Yeah,
a slicey dicey live stream. We gotta have
I like that you have a Damascus blade and you didn't go like crazy Damascus on the handle. I can't stand it when the patterns don't match. It just hurts my eyes.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's pretty sweet. I like it a lot. All
right, I think I'm going to wrap up the side-by-sides here. Oh, go ahead. And I'm going to wrap it up.
I say the new the sample division real steel, Phasma titanium with M290.
Yeah, they just emailed me and said they were sending me one of those, so I'm excited to see it.
Pretty sweet.
Yeah, Real Steel's killing it, man. Like I think in especially in budget stuff, Real Steel's just killing it. Very, very happy with them. All right, so I'm gonna shut down the side-by-side and we'll have some general silliness here for 20 minutes or so, and then we'll wrap this up. So thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out. I appreciate it. Now you can go back to not wearing clothing. So, cool. Now it is time for just general silliness. So nonsense. So, what nonsensical things are we going to talk about tonight? This the last 20 minutes of stupidity before some of you go to bed. Um, Damn crappy audio. No, you were fine. You sounded completely fine as soon as you took the headphones out. It was just the audio and video wasn't synced up. Kevin Campbell, we had to wear clothes. I do get to preview your window before I turn you on, so I know if you're clothed or not. I do at least have that, but so we lost a lot of viewers. I think maybe people don't like the side by side thing. I don't know, but I may not do that every single episode, but I will definitely use it to have people on to interview on the live shows. So, but yeah, we lost like 50 people when I started doing that. So we will see if I keep doing that or not. But first try. Anthony Roush, have you ever tried Fantasy F1? I did years and years and years and years ago, but not anymore. I play fantasy baseball. That's the only fantasy sport that I play. Sharp Blade, I think it's a nice idea. Yeah, I might just do like one group for 10 minutes or something, but we will see. Yeah, Puppy, sorry, I was going in order that people jumped in the waiting room, so I missed you. Next time. I dig a good change up. Yeah, but maybe I won't do it every week. Maybe I'll do it I'll do like an audience participation or something like that. Like every other week or something? How do you guys feel about that? Like every other week? One person at a time? Yeah, I'm just not going to get everybody in, but I guess it's just the way it's going to be. Any tips for a sticky button on a Protec? If you dare take it apart, it's probably just got something on it. Or I've had good luck just blowing it out with compressed air and stuff. Spanky says it was kind of cringe, not gonna lie. Yeah, it had its moments that it was, but where is Slicey? Oh, because I didn't show my face. There'll be some weeks I just can't do it because I have specific things I want to talk about, and I'm just not gonna have time. So I think I'll just do it randomly. I'll put it in the title if I'm gonna do it or not. 2 people in one ceiling at a time. Sharp Blade, very good. Very good. But yeah, Martin, well, usually if it's any kind of lock stick, button stick is almost always that there's some kind of lube. Usually, like some lube got somewhere it wasn't supposed to, and it's gunked up, and it's usually what it is. Feature one person of your choice a week, Keith. Yeah, it's not a bad idea. Only had it about 3 weeks. If it's new, just keep pushing the button. I don't think I had one sticky Protec. Oh yeah, my first Malibu was sticky, but it was like the first one out of the factory, but it broke in pretty quick. I think Keith should be a regular though. Yeah, we'll have Keith's Corner where he'll talk about Dolikas. I think maybe I'll just do one at a time next time and just do 3. But why is it sticky? That's another one of those words like moist that people don't like to hear. Titanium Malibus aren't sticky. I think I don't know about all of them, but I've only held one and it wasn't. But John says, I think since we come here for your stream, you should roll anyway choose. Well, thank you, but I also want to make sure I'm giving people what they want. Everyone wants to YouTube till Slicey puts you on the spot. Oh, it's fine. Moist. Moist doesn't bother me as a word. It really upsets my wife. We're just gonna put moist on the screen just for the people who don't like the word, because I don't understand. It's a word that describes a thing. It's been a word for a really long time. It actually hasn't been too moist. Yeah, it's been like England here. Yesterday was 41 and pouring rain. Day before yesterday. No, yesterday, yeah. It was 41 degrees and pouring rain the whole time. It was disgusting. And I had to go out and go to Aldi. Kevin Campbell says it's worst when it's moist and sticky. Yes, that is the worst possible combination you can get for sure. You won't be moist in SoCal till November now. Yeah, you guys are in your hot, windy season, right? Typical New York weather is either raining or overcast. It is this time of year. It is like in April, but no, but June, July, August, September. It's usually really freaking nice. So you guys getting snow and hard freezes and stuff? Yeah. Raining for 4 days straight where you are, so yeah. It hasn't been. It's just been so. It's just been really rainy all week, and then I look and it says it's going to be sunny for 3 days, so I go wash the truck, and then it rains immediately. So it's probably all my fault, honestly. Beats a moist hard freeze. Yeah, I had a girlfriend that was her nickname. It's moist hard freeze. Oh, and there goes the monetization. Already had 90s in Vegas. Yeah. That is one of the many things that I do not like about Vegas. I'm sorry that you live there, but I hate Las Vegas with the intensity of 1,000 suns. Because I've had to go there for conventions and stuff, and God, I loathe it. Loathe it, I tell you. Anybody got anything cool arriving this week? I should have asked this earlier on when there were more people on, before we got into the overrun. I don't know if it's coming this week. It may be early next week, but I have a package from Southern Edges, and I've got the 8015 Lite, the PLR3 D2, a Best Tech something, and something I completely forget that will just be a surprise to me. Peñalani, very cool. Button Lock Elementum coming, awesome. I actually, oh, by the way, before anybody asks, when are you going to review the Button Lock Elementum? It will be a month or two. They're going to wait until, because this first batch that's coming out is very, very, very tiny batch, and they kind of don't want reviews, so because they're all going to sell out in 5 minutes. So when the big batch comes out in a month or 6 weeks, I'll get one then. So I did talk to them about it. Knew you guys were going to want to know about that, so I'm letting you know. I'll have that. That's when the Button Lock Elementum review is going to be coming out. They already got a bunch with that pass around group, so a bunch of guys in the pass around did it, so they kind of have enough reviews of it out at the moment. Scott Nelson awaiting my Atom to arrive. Very cool. I carried my Atom the other day for the first time in a long time. I don't know why. Just hadn't. Think about getting one of the 20 CV Delicas from DLT. Hoping on my Tenacious and S35 VN. Hey, I didn't do my own pocket checks. That's what I was carrying today, was this. So, yeah, love it, love it, love it. No new eyes coming since just bought the UTX 85. But yeah, I really like this a lot. I know it's overpriced. I'm not denying it. It's just, I can't stick up for it, but I love it. Just got a Zippo, cool. Keith still diverting funds to the garage. The garage, which we've now established, is an immense underground cult bunker that you have to have a Daleka to use as a key to get in. That's canon now. That's just a fact. That's just a thing that's happening. It's not a rumor. It's a thing that Keith is doing. Started customizing my Apache 4800 to fit your collection. Scott Nelson, I did the same thing. I don't know why I did this. Someone by me and I check out NAF Sergeant's video. He's selling some NAFs. So am I on the things, but I haven't put them out on the. I'm going to put them on the Instagrams tomorrow, probably what I've got left. Get some stuff sold. Tom Kinchy, have an O-light coming. Don't get into flashlights. I just can't get into flashlights much. I don't know. I have like 4 or 5 nice ones, and I just don't feel a need for more. The nail pack is too expensive. I did buy the nail pack stuff, but which it probably is too expensive. But yeah, such as it is. It's okay, leader. I'm sure he's building it for the Brotherhood of Slicey Dicers. I don't think I'll be allowed in, Andrew, because I've talked so much crap about the Dalek. I don't think he's going to let me in. I'll bring my wife because he'll let her in. So if he lets her in, she'll bring me, right? She wouldn't leave me outside. I'm sure she'd let me in. Tom Kinchy's my first real flashlight. No more Walmart specials. Yeah, I don't have any Walmart specials. I'm sure I have in the past, but they've all died. So I think my nicest one is this EGTAC D3C. This is the one I carry and actually use the most. I like this a lot. As long as you have the key. I have the key. So, and I have my certificate. I have my papers and the key. Most of my watches get used, or most of my flashlights just get used for that, to charge up a watch and make it glow. That's the number one use of my flashlights, to be honest with you. I do that before I go to bed so that I can see the hands of my watch all night. So, love the scales in that hinder. Can you flip it once or twice for us, kind sir? I can do that. And these are stock scales. They always have these when they come out with a new model. They always do the black blue. And I think they do a red black. Am I wrong about that? I know I've seen the red black. I don't know if they do it regular, but. What's the best TRM knife model? I really like the Shadow, but I think for most people it would be the Atom, probably. That's the one. That's like used to be the Neutron, but I think the Atom is the TRM now. I don't know if anybody's going to argue me about that, but I need to carry this more. It's still not really broken in yet. Martin will have to stumble through the dark. I should get a flashlight. You should. You may be eaten by a grue. Really hope someone gets that reference. I'll be very proud of whoever gets that, even though I know you're all looking it up on the internet now. And thank you, Carlos. It is a very nice Endure. It's been this and the Battle Black Fire Tech have been my most carried for sure since I got them. But I'm actually genuinely excited to carry this tomorrow. Do you guys ever get that emotion where you're like, I'm going to do something silly tomorrow? Because this is like a big old thing. I'm not doing anything tomorrow. I don't think I'm even leaving my house, but I just want to carry this big old sucker tomorrow. I'm probably going to carry it to bed with me. I won't sleep with it. I'll just put it on the nightstand. But I'm probably actually going to put it in my pocket as soon as this is over with. Knife eclectic, a flashlight not attached to a firearm would probably be a wise investment for you. Probably would, because the guns are big. Bennett Wilcox, Atom versus Neutron is basically a size preference. Yeah, it is. Especially now that they have the Neutron. Oh, Nina Knives is on here. Cool. Go check him out. The link down below. Thanks a lot for coming and hanging out. He's going to have more of the Adamas in on the morrow. So very cool. Yeah, go check out that link down below, 10% off. And remember, like I said at the beginning of the show, go all the way to the checkout and you get the 10%. It doesn't show up immediately. I think some people have been confused about that. But good to have you on, Eric. Yeah, I really like this, Eric, too. Thanks again for sending it along. I was just saying I'm going to carry it tomorrow, and it's kind of big and dumb for what I'm doing tomorrow, but don't care. I just like it. It's crew wear, and it's big, and the G10 is the camera doesn't do it justice. The G10 is so nice. He says you can't carry that tomorrow. It's Microtech Monday. I'm going to not be a slave to the hashtags tomorrow. can we call it like Monolithic Monday or something? Just carry big stuff. I'll probably wear like a big silly watch. I'll probably wear my Arnie or something like that to go with it. Travis Luce, I really want Hinder to do an XM18 3.5 skinny sheep's foot non-flipper full tie. I don't think they've ever done a skinny full tie, but I would like to see a non-flipper sheep's foot though. That'd be very, very cool. Bennett says, I did manage to cut a phone book in half with my Atom when I got it Friday. Cool. I haven't gotten the phone books delivered to my house yet this year. I know it's time because it came up on my Facebook memories, one of my rants about why the hell do phone books still exist. Massive Knife Monday. There you go, Anthony. I'm doing it tomorrow. I'm going to put that hashtag on there. You know, I'm going to write it down because I'm not going to remember it. And I'm going to write it down on a piece of paper that I'm probably not going to see it. But anyway, we're going to write it down. Not using a fancy pen. It's just my comedy at the Carlson, my local comedy club. Go check it out. Massive Knife Monday. And thank you, Anthony. I'm going to write down your name. For coming up with that. That's very good. Just want them to do the dang sheep's foot again. The only sheep's foot I have is the 24. This is the big stonker. I still got this big stonker, but well, everything's getting really big around here, she said. The Dalco can cut through a phone book. I said, no, it can't. Stop lying. It can't cut through anything. Robbie Tim says, I'm out of a job because the phone books are missing so much. I used to be in charge of distributions around my province, but they started doing it all internally. Well, I'm sorry about that, but they are kind of useless. You're very welcome, Anthony. That Stitch is so sick. I had a chance to get one a year ago and get the Apocalyptic Bronze, but didn't pull the trigger. Yeah, they are pretty cool. Got the big boys out tonight. Yeah, it wasn't intentional. It's a regular Trudon. These aren't particularly huge, but the phone book cuts through the Daleka. Yeah, it's like a chicken and the egg situation. Which is more useless, the Daleka or a phone book? I want everybody to vote, and then we're going to wrap this up. Which is more useless, Daleka or phone book? Phone book you can use to start a fire. Just saying, it's fuel. You could eat a phone book if you had to. I'm definitely on the side of phone book. Rock beats Daleka. You're going to say Daleka is more useless or more useful than a phone book? Or did I say more useless? Yeah, phone book is more useful, yes. Vote for what you think is more useful. I think phone book, you can wrap food in it. You can use it for insulation in your clothes. Like if it's cold out. You can do lots of things with a phone book. You can't use it to like call people. That's just stupid. But you can do other stuff with it. Paper beats Daleka, yeah. Where the Daleka can't cut anything, it's just going to break. Phone book is not a knife. No, it isn't. But neither is the Daleka. It's a knife-shaped object. You can test how sharp your Daleka isn't. Yeah, exactly. Daleka, I guess you could shank someone. See, but yeah, you could stab somebody with the Daleka, but you could also just whack somebody with a phone book. Although they're not that big anymore, are they? They're usually pretty thin now. Can beat people without leaving bruises in a phone book, apparently. I don't think that's really true. I don't know. I never tried it. But will a phone book get you into the Keith bunker? Oh, that is true. Phone book won't get you in the Keith bunker. I'm going to ban everyone who says phone book. He's gone drunk with his tiny amount of power. It's finally happened. I have heard in many movies and television shows that phone books don't leave bruises. I have heard that many, many places. I don't, because they used to, like, the CIA and stuff interrogating you. It was an old story. They used to hit people with phone books. Yeah, it's according to the movies. I don't think that's true. Hold on a minute. Let me get a phone book and my son really quick, and I'll come back and let you know. Hold on. I'll be right back. No, I'm kidding. I'm not going to. He's bigger than me. Will phone book get you demonetized? I don't know. But the phone book doesn't make Keith happy. Aw, that's very sweet of you. It's in the movie Red Sparrow. Yeah, it's in a whole lot of movies. We call one of my friends Red Sparrow. He's I always describe him as he's British and gay and very much both. And he was just spouting all these like Russian. He always sticks up for Russia all the time, and in the news and stuff. So we call him Red Sparrow. The phone book equals girl's number equals win. Travis Lusa, if you're getting girls' numbers out of a phone book, that means it's a listed phone number, and it means they're probably working. It's probably an ad. I don't think many people have their phone numbers listed anymore. Cell phones by default aren't listed, right? My friends meet with oranges and chocolates. I don't know what a chocolate is, but Red Sparrow had a microtome. Yeah, I remember. I read the books. Or they're 80, yeah. Yeah, if you're calling women in the phone book, it might be illegal to be calling those women. Just saying, depending on your laws. All right, and on that, I like to end on a high note, and I think hookers in a phone book is a pretty good way to end it. It's pretty on brand for us. So we're gonna wrap it up there. So thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out. It's been fun. We'll iron out the kinks for the live thing, but I do want to be able to keep bringing you guys on, but we'll figure out a more efficient way to do it. So have a good one, everybody. Thanks again. And thanks for everybody who did the super chats and stuff. Very much appreciated. The new members, all that stuff.